What's up, guys and girls? How are we all doing? Welcome back to the West Coast, and as you can see, I have hired a worker to mow this field. We're up on the sheep farm today, trying to get things ready for the sheep. But what we are going to do is take a drive down to the shop here, and I can't remember how to get out. Oh yes, and we need a bigger and better windrower, and we're going to row all that grass up, possibly bale it or collect it in a loading wagon and store it somewhere, and then we'll just feed the sheep using a front loader. So that's the plan for today. The sheep should be here in the next couple of days, so we're not far from the shop where the sheep farm is, so it's just a quick journey back into town. We've got the money to buy one. We're just going to go for I think it's about 26,000, I think it is, for the one I've been looking at. Here we go. So we are here. Let's just park that up there. Indicator off. Let's head over to the shop, and we go into windrowers. You see, we've got this one here, which is 9,000, which I will bring up and sell. But we are going to get one of these for 28 grand. I think today. There she be. This little T6 is going to look tiny attached to this, I think, but it should have enough power to run it, I'm hoping. Doesn't normally take a lot to run these. There we go. Oops. Attach the PTO quickly as well. And there it is, guys and girls. Look at that. Look. Doesn't she look? Look a beaut. Parked up there. Let's get her back down and let's start some windrowing. We better just quickly put the lights on there as well, so we don't get, people can see us coming, our warning lights. So let's get this back up and start our windrowing. Right, so here we are, pulling back up at the sheep farm. Get this up there. What I'm going to do when I get here, we're just going to park up and we're going to have a little walk around the sheep farm and see if there's anywhere we can store a little bit of grass that's fairly easy to. We need it around this area here, because we're going to be feeding them here. So somewhere around here would be good. I reckon yeah, I'm going to store it here in one of these. I reckon that looks ideal, to be honest. So if we can store it up in one of those bunkers, that's going to be ideal. So we'll store it in one of those. I think the Massey must be getting fairly close to being done, I'm hoping. It seems like the Massey is having a little bit of trouble. I better just nip over and give them a hand, I think. Yes, we look to be free now. We're good. That is awesome. Right, so we'll get the hired worker back in there and they can crack back on again. Right then, so there we go. That's them all sorted out. They got caught up on that tree there. So it was just a case of having to just drop the mower down and just sort of slide it out from underneath one of those branches there. So, but we're good now. It's all done, and I'm happy enough that there's not too much damage to the mower, but with my driving as well, we all know that things are not going to stay in good condition on this farm. So let's pop round and let's just see if we can just row some of this up. If we can. Let's drop that down there. There we go. Right, so let's nip round the edge here. I'm going to take it nice and slowly. I'm actually going to use cruise control at about 7 miles an hour here, so I can actually keep it nice and close to the edge. I'm going over the edge here a bit. And we're going round. So, and I'm hoping just to get enough off this field so we can at least feed our sheep when they arrive. That's another reason I want to store it, because you know, we can't feed them, we can't put them in the troughs before the sheep turn up. So wait for them to move out of the way again. Very good. So we're going to store it, and that way if anything does happen and they're late, being delivered or anything like that, then you know we won't be wasting anything. It'll be stored in a dry barn where we can shut it up, and it won't spoil whilst it's in there. So if we leave it out in the troughs while we're waiting, who's to say what might happen to it? The old swaths are looking nice and fat and chunky, which is always good. So, and I am going to need to run round with with the fertilizer after we've collected all this up. So we're going to come to an end on this one here, like so. Actually came a little bit too far there, but never mind. Back up here. There's a tree over there. I'm just a bit concerned about the hired worker. I saw that dude. He reversed straight into that fence, didn't he? Here we go. Right, we are done windrowing, and these are looking nice and thick and lush, so pleased with that. So that's going to give the let's just detach that for a second. That's gonna, oops, it's gonna give the sheep some nice grass to be going on with, which would be lovely. So I'm hoping they've parked up the Massey. Yeah, lovely, perfect, absolutely perfect. I am going to park this up in that clamp there, I think, for now. So we'll just park that up like so. Awesome. Lovely. And now we are just nip round the corner here and pick up this loading wagon. It's only an oldie, but it'll do the job. We haven't got far to travel, you see, so from where I want to actually store it. So we should be good. My phone keeps going off today. It's never anything important, so we're all good. Right, let's do this. Here we go. Boom. There we have it. Let's get this back to the field now. Let's go and pick up some grass. So I'm just waiting to hear back from my friend about the sheep. Right, so we're gonna lower that down. Let's turn that on there. See how much we can get here. filling up quite nicely. Filling up quite nicely. So that is technically the second cut on this field. The first cut I didn't collect. But here we go. We are full already. Not even one headland and we have a full trailer. If I can go round and through, that might be a bit easier for me. I want to store it on this side over here, if I can. So if I can reverse that up as close into that corner there as physically possible. I can probably get in a bit closer than that, and hopefully, oops, let's see if we can unload into here. It's actually gone everywhere, which is fine. That's fine. We'll use that to we'll use both. We'll use both sides. That will be fine. And it's actually looking like there's a possibility of GD having and finishing his farming day early. It's 10 to 2. It won't take us long to finish this up, which will be lovely. Let's cut that down there. I've put a little bit in the silo, in the bunker, sorry, and I've put some, well, the majority of it has gone in that shed, and I've put a pile just over there, just in that shed there, which I want to keep. Well, I'll use that lot first to feed the sheep with. The inside was getting rather full, so I decided to store a little bit outside, which we will be using first. So here we go. We've probably got one more load after this. But I'm going to start going in. So that will be the pile we use first. Didn't pour it very well, so it's actually gone in over the seeds there, which is not a good thing. Put a little bit in there. But yes, as you can see, it is getting rather full in here. So I'm not sure if I can get one more load over there in that corner without it actually getting in my way. Let me see if I can put it somewhere here. I might be okay. Hopefully, he says. As long as I can get the front loader in from that side, it doesn't matter too much. So I think what I'm going to do with this last one, I will back the last one in if I can't actually get to it. And we'll have plenty of grass to be getting on with, which is awesome. So we might get one more trailer out of this if we're lucky. And that really will be enough for what we need anyway. Got this little bit and that last little tiny bit there. So, oh, two tiny bits actually. So it's not going to be a full trailer, but we'll have a few thousand litres. But it's a little tiny bit here. And then we move up to this last bit over here. Oops. And I think that'll do us. I think. Now, can I get in through here? No, I'm not even going to attempt it. So now this isn't going to be the easiest maneuver on the planet, but hopefully if I can get this wagon in to here, if I can back that up possibly into this area here, we should be good. Awesome. I think we are looking pretty good there. The more I'm thinking about that, the more I'm thinking about moving that. I should have put it all inside. But what can you do? Oops, that's still on. Oh, that was taking a while to get up to speed. Get that in there. There we go. Awesome. Perfect. And that we need to sort out in a bit. after the sheep arrive. So I'm gonna call it a day. Nice early day. Gonna whack these on actually while I can. Attach these. There we go. Lovely job. And they'll be ready for when I want to start moving the grass about. Reverse that in. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, I've left me lights on. There we go. That's more like it. Right then, that's me all done. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am going to head off back to the farm now. Get some well-deserved kip, I think. So don't forget, guys, to please leave a like, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Just want to say thank you to my Patreons, Dal Gaming, Witchy, and Virtual Farmer. Thank you, you're awesome. Really, really appreciate your support. But for now, oh no, check the description below. There are 4 YouTube channels that I think you should go and check out. So while you head off and do that, I will speak to you all in the next one. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.